All right, we are live. Hello there, it's Terri Nicholson here. And today I'm actually going to be using the identification key for Australian rainforest plants that my parents, Nan and Hugh Nicholson, and their fellow amazing botanists have created, and they've been working on this for over 12 years, and it's getting very close to completion. And this is going to be my second go of ever using it. And so I'm just going to jump on. I thought I'll just jump on a little video here and actually key out a species that I've just gone out and picked from outside, because it's just so exciting to actually see how it works. And I'm just wanting to share that with you, because it's going to be such a useful tool to so many people, whether people who are hardcore botanists out in the field, or people who are just trying to work out what's in their garden, or just rainforest lovers who are regenerating their creek, or so many different uses for this, or people studying at TAFE, or whatever. So I'm excited to finally get a chance to kind of have a go on it, because I've been watching in the background Nan and Hugh working on it over these years, and it's just so incredibly thorough. And the photos, when you break it down to identify, there's over 1,000 species, because it's from Rockhampton all the way down to southern Victoria, all the rainforest trees, shrubs and vines in that distribution. And then Hugh's taken photos of the whole plant, and any features, so leaf, flower, fruit, bark, any identification features. It's just so incredibly thorough and so beautiful. So yeah, it's really exciting to see it come very close now to being able to be shared with the world. So I'm going to jump in and have a go at keying out this plant. So I'm just going to show you the features that I'm going to key out first, and then we'll see how it goes. So as you can see, it's got leaves and they're serrated, so there's little jagged edges. So that's one of the things I'm going to key out. The other is that there was a leaf fallen on the ground, so an old fallen leaf that's a red colour, so that's a good thing to distinguish. And there was a fruit as well, so little blue small fruit. So I'm just going to key out just a few of those things and see how it brings us down from like 1,000+ species down to, well, we'll see how it goes, but hopefully the idea is that it brings you down pretty quickly to the handful of species that's possible, and then right down to the actual one that you're looking for. So I'm going to screen share, which means I'm going to click on a button here and it's going to show you what's going on my screen, so you'll be able to have a look. All right. So this, hopefully you can see my screen now. This is the front page of the identification key, interactive key. So there's a whole bunch of incredible stuff in here as well. So I'm not going to go into that at the moment at all. Nan and Hugh are going to be doing a few little videos showing you how it all works. But what I do is I just press Start Identification, and I've actually already opened that in another tab just for time's sake. So that's just opening up, and here it is. So I'm just going to go into Growth, Form and Habit. I click on that down. Growth form. And so I know that this was a tree, but if you happen to pick a fruit off the ground and you're just not sure what it is, you go, okay, well, it's not a fern because they don't have fruit, but you just click all the rest of them if you didn't know. So don't get hung up on anything if you're not sure. So, but I do know that this is a tree. So I click on that and I scroll down, and one of the things I want to do is the color. So I go to Scent, Texture and Colour. Before I do that, just from clicking on trees, there's 923 species remaining up here. So we're going to watch that go down and down and down. Colour of old or fallen leaves. I'm going to click on that. Red. And straight away it's down to 26. How amazing is that? From 900 and something species down to 26 just with that identifying feature. I think that's just amazing. So I might actually just go straight down and do distribution, because often that can be really, brings it right down depending on where you are within that range between Rockhampton and Victoria. So we are at the Channon, so Queensland border to south of Ballina, that's where we are. I'm going to stick that in, down to 21. And so the other thing now I'm going to go and do is the blue fruit. Fruit features, where are we? Colour of fruit. And it's blue. All right, down to 8. That's pretty cool. Down to 8. So I'm not even, I mean, I can keep keying out with the shape of the leaves, etc. But what you can do now, when it gets down to just a handful, the photos are so beautiful, and the line drawings by Gwen are just so accurate that you can pretty much, once you're down to a handful, you can kind of just go in and see by the photos, or you can keep keying it out further. So I can either click on this little bit of information here, and it'll show me all the photos of that plant, or I can just click on images down here and it'll show me all the images of these remaining species. And another thing just to mention is that anytime you're not sort of sure about some information, you just click on this little image here, and it actually gives you a description of exactly what that means. So that's just great. All right, so I'm going to click on images and just go straight to the beauty, because I just find it's just so beautiful. So here are just all of the photos of these remaining species. So I'm just going to scroll down, and even without enlarging it, I hope you can see the screen, I can see that it's not Elaeocarpus grandis. I mean, that's much smoother edges of the leaves, and the fruit are bigger. I'm going to keep scrolling down. These leaves are much longer than the ones that of the tree that I've got. Okay, so these fruit are similar, but there's a lot of them. I'm not sure about that yet. Alrighty, this is starting to look more like it. Here's a little fruit here. If we click on that, that's going to show that's very, very, very similar to the one I've got in my hand. It looks pretty much exactly the same. The leaves look a bit longer. However, these are same photos of that same type. When I click on this image, now that is really similar. So, of course, some plants, they vary in their leaf shape, even with the same tree. So I am thinking that this is Elaeocarpus reticulatus, just from looking at those. Look at that fruit, that's exactly what we've got. So scrolling down, see all of these are different fruit colour. So you can pretty much start, these are more dusky and it's got hairs. So yeah, you can pretty much see straight away just from the images, you can narrow right in to what you're actually looking for. And here's another, if I click on the actual fruit, the line drawing of an Elaeocarpus reticulatus, this shows that that's pretty much, yeah, shows exactly what I'm looking for, or looking at on that plant as well, gives you the detail. So I'm going back to screen sharing, back to my face, but I'm back, I think. So that was pretty cool, hey? I don't know how many minutes that was, but it wasn't very long to go from, I don't know what this plant is, I've just gone and picked it outside, or I've gone on a walk in the bush and I've come across this plant and I'd really love to know what it is, or I'm in the garden and trying to identify a species, and then a few clicks later, right down to the handful and then to the images and the line drawings themselves, and there it is. That's what it was. So that's exciting for me to actually get a chance to have a go of it and to show you how simple it is, because I'm thrilled. I just loved watching Nanahue and their fellow creators work on this, because it's just such a beautiful resource as well as a functional resource, and I think there's a lot of people really excited and waiting for it out there, going, come on, we want to be able to use this thing. So if you are at all interested in you're one of those people, or just want more information, I've put their website just under my name there, rainforestpublishing.com.au. If you go to that page, up on the right hand side, there's an image of the front cover of the interactive key. That'll take you to a page. If you click that, it'll take you to a page where you can put in your email and just stay in the loop if you want to know when it's actually coming out, or just get a bit more information. That's the spot to go. So I encourage you to do that if you're at all interested in being able to identify Australian rainforest plants in this distribution. So anyway, I'm going to clock off. That was fun. And look out for Nanny Hugh's videos, that they'll be showing you a bit more what's in there, because there's so much more things you can do within the key. All right, have a fantastic day, whoever you are out there, and see you later. Terri Nicholson signing off. Bye.